Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Demon's Souls. We are back at the Huntsman's Copse. In this one, we're going to be taking on the Chariot optional boss. There's just around the corner from the... I think it's called the... What's it called? Something under the bridge. Anyway, let's start making our way around. Now, I've already been around 9 times. That's just because I want to make sure we get rid of all of the monsters that are on the way there. As you can see, they drop us quite a lot of souls. The first one that you actually want to get is going to be sat right at the top of there. There are a couple of them that I just used to make sure I was keeping count properly. And that was one of them. So I killed that one like a couple of extra times before we actually went around. Then we're going to come over to this way and hang a right. I'm going to show you guys how to actually grind this place out pretty quickly as well. So shouldn't take you guys all that long either. So you're going to come over this way. I think one of the green dudes gets up around here somewhere, but there we go. We barely pay attention to that guy. In addition, then, didn't actually touch these. We've got some skeletons just here that are supposed to trick you as you come and grab this. Before you come over this way, though, what I recommend that you do is stand over here. There'll be one of the enemies that you want to be taken on just over that way. And you're going to want to draw it over this way so you don't have to face it and the skeleton at the same time. And now you're actually going to see some of these enemies just because... again, I was just having to use some of them to keep count. So, these are the enemies up here. They're particularly nasty. So you don't really want to take them on in multiples. And we really don't want to be taking them on up close whilst we are not using any form of melee attacks. It's pretty bad for us. And I just made a bit of a pixie of that, didn't I? Come on. Come on then. You used to do that, look. I'll do. Sorry, do some decent work for me there. Now, there are quite a lot of these, which is why we are removing them from the zone. Just because if you want to do this with spells, trying to get past all of these without casting anything is not going to be all that easy. I've got some more here as well. Don't be fooled. Ouch! Oh, his mate's got down. Got a headshot there, that was handy. There we go. And then we have a final one who hasn't respawned. Okay, I don't know why. There should be one up there as well. I don't know why that one hasn't come back again. Now, once you've done the run, what you want to do is you want to come over to where the bridge is, and then we can just walk off. And we are back to where the bonfire is. So before we go ahead and face the Chariot boss, then there's a few things that we want to do. First up, we want to make sure we've got yearn equipped, or if you are not playing as a spellcaster, bring along some of the... let's use this one. Put yearn in. There it is. Might even take that off. Shouldn't need that many casts. We've got 32 of those. 11 of those, 3 of those. I don't want to have too many spells. We've got three GSAs. Oh no, it's a GHAs. There's like 4 spells there now. I really don't want to have too many of them. Just because it makes it more difficult to select the spell that you want. But the importance of yearn will be shown as we go through the boss fight. Before we do though, we're going to go ahead and burn a load of these souls up. So we've got enough 7 points. Now, I could go ahead and boost up my attunement, but for this fight in particular, these are probably going to be the most important things for us. So let's just do that. With endurance being slightly more important because we are going to be doing a fair amount of sprinting. Achievement could be good because it'll probably give me some extra casts when we get that to like 35. But for now, this is just what I want to power up to 30 right now. Just that added bit of survivability there. Well, that took us down nice and low. Means I won't be too likely to lose any souls. This boss I don't want to say it's like difficult, but it's just if something goes wrong, then it's easier to die. So bridge approach. So you guys will see the route again. It should all be pretty much clear now. There's some other stuff we've got to deal with before the actual boss fight, but this will just make it so it's a little bit more reasonable to get up there. 7 Estus flasks. I didn't realise we were on that many. I need to be hanging around fighting any of this stuff now. The zone after this one isn't quite so good for grinding. There's a couple of decent enemies you can use there, but not so good. Although the one after that, so when we get to the Iron Keep, the Alon Knights are probably going to be annihilating as well. Make sure we get ourselves all that lovely goodness. Oh, look at that. Look, we can get all the way across here. Not wasting any of our spells. Now, I think, yeah, there's one hanging there. I want to say there's one more. There it is. Oop. Don't be getting tricked by none of that. And then we got NPC over there. Now, if you want to cheese this guy, you can actually, as you can see there, jump over to the sides. And you can shoot him through the bars. Which is actually very handy to do. Problem is, it's going to take a lot. I mean, he's going to take a lot of spells anyway. I don't want to actually cheese him now. I don't quite know how far he'll follow us. Part of me wants to try the bridge again. Probably made this really hard on myself now, but let's just get somewhere where we're not on a bridge. I was just going to go back. Okay. I've never actually fought him properly before. I've always cheesed him. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, it's just kind of stood there now. If you're just going to stand there and take it, I'm just going to give it you. Maybe we don't even need to jump across. I'll do. I mean, we'll probably be obscene intelligence-wise. I'm just going to imagine this is a rather precarious jump. A miss is a death. You know, anyway, I can't remember what it is. I feel like it's Nestor Shard, but I don't think it's actually that good. No, I missed. Okay, I will cut back. Crazy running bridge jump, take 2. There we go. It's a fire seed. It's kind of important, but just not to us. There we go. Okay, so with all that collected then, we are now ready and able to go into the boss fight. So, make sure you have yearn equipped. At the beginning of this, it's probably worth having some kind of spell recovery. Now, I'm expecting this to be a pain in the ass for us because we don't have a melee option, which is going to make dealing with some necromancers in here good. Now, for those that want a mildly improved staff, you can in fact farm a lizard staff in here. We're not going to bother with that because it's not too long until we get the wisdom staff, which is the best one in the game anyway. But these guys have one that's good for both magic and dark magic, I believe, called the lizard staff. This is the only place you can actually farm the necromancers because they'll respawn in between boss fights, unlike the ones that we killed further on in the huntsman's copse. So obviously to farm them then you kill each necromancer, die to the boss, and then restart the fight again. It is a pain in the ass, so therefore I'm not going to recommend it, but if you guys want it, then feel free to grab it. Should have been a human. I could have got a good photo there. This a-hole. So pretty much straight away you want to throw yearn out. That's basically going to attract the skeletons. We don't even have a shield for blocking. And then again you want to have a yearn out. And here's our first necromancer. So the thing that's going to be painful for us is that we don't have a melee option. So if we want to try and cuddle up in here while the bosses come in, we don't have a very good option for dealing with it. Right, get yearn back out. That's the problem with having so many spells. Ooh. They want to sprint around again. Oh no, I'm not going to make it. You can roll over it, but I'm terrible at the timing. Right, we're going to want to have another yearn just here. Let's get in here because it's coming around. close to it now. Where are you, necromancer? Should be the next one around then. Yeah, here he is. So this is keeping the skeletons alive at the moment. Oh. Come on. Sod. Now then, the good thing is, the chariot will actually kill the skeletons for us, so we just want to wait around a little bit. Before we do anything else. Just want to make sure they're all dead before we move on to the next part. Looks like they are. Okay. So if I'm to go around one more time then. Probably take a heal now. Use my herb. Probably haven't really lost that many spells, but it's just good to be safe. So after he passes around again, we're gonna go ahead and flip that switch over there. Now, just for a bit of reference, although it hasn't actually shown it, why is that there? Why is the floor there? Ouch. I feel like you can't go that way from there. Anyway. No problem. I can't believe it just got me there. What we're going to do, we're going to flip this switch. There's a reason you can't turn right at that door. Oh, I'm thinking about a different door, look, that's why. Okay, so as soon as it's down then, you want to be rocking in some damage in there. Let's get Soul Spear on there. It's not like there's stages to this, so we don't need to rush it down at the back end or anything. Careful with this breath attack, kind of painful. We can outrange you though. It's charging! Just one more. Cool. So the thing that confused me there, I don't know why, I must have sounded like an idiot. The thing that confused me there was actually the gap that I was thinking of is a little bit further on, look where the item is. Now the crazy thing is, I don't know why you would do this, but if you stand like at the perfect position here, you can actually get into a place where the chariot can't hit you, and you can just keep on attacking the chariot as it's riding over. Although I'd say that's an inferior reason to do that. So what we're going to do next then is we're going to go ahead and grab the bits of loot in here. I think they're just like faded souls or something. There's nothing good, but you know, it's souls we have to pick. And then where the fog gate was, we have a door that leads upwards. So this is where you can join the PvP covenant. So if you want to do lots of invasions, this is where you want to come. There's not really anything good for us there. There's also is it this bit? Yeah. Such a ridiculous place to go. Retractor dial. It doesn't even look doable to me. I don't know why it is that there. It's so funny. And so here you can actually come here for duels, which is kind of cool. Once you've joined a certain covenant, which is right here. So we should like that.
What is it?
Talk to you.
What is it?
Not actually going to do anything with me. Maybe we need to have so there's an opposite item to the token of fidelity we got. Maybe we need that before he'll actually talk to us properly. But it's not going to matter anyway. We're not really going to interact with him all that much. Also, I don't know if there's a reason to burn bonfire ascetics here, so I probably wouldn't do that either. And that should basically wrap out this episode then. In the next one, we're going to go back over to the Bastille. We'll pick up in the servants' quarters. We do have a Faros Lockstone from the previous episodes now, so we'll go ahead and deal with an optional tower over there as well. So hopefully you guys will join me for that, and I shall see you then.